Hey guys, it's me, Paterson. Today I'm going to be showing you the best fonts to download. These are all commercially free to use as well. The first one is Misto. Misto is a display font with reverse contrast. The cool thing about this font is that it's inspired by a city in Ukraine. The font was inspired by the low and wide buildings in the city of which is Slavutik, apparently the youngest city in Ukraine. It's in Cyrillic, it's got alternative characters, and obviously we've got the Latin as well, but it just looks so different compared to every other font that you see. It's a really nice display font to put into your arsenal for different kind of work, maybe poster design, album artwork cover, or even some branding coverage. The next font is Bagnard Sans. This is probably one of my favorite fonts that I've seen for a long time that is free for commercial use. It's got a really old style look to it, although it's a sans serif, which means it doesn't have serifs. It sort of looks like it does as well. Bagnard is an old style sans serif font with contrasting glyphs. Inspired by the graffitis of an anonymous prisoner of the Napoleonic Wars, it comes with a full set of glyphs including some multilingual support. Again, this typeface is great for logos, headlines, within posters, any sort of design work that you see yourself doing with that hint of being vintage. It is super nice and clean. If you're a nerd for good type design, this one is for you. The next font, number 3, is Compress. Compress is a high contrast condensed sans serif typeface. With its modern look, the font offers a whole range of options to create stunning layouts. I really do love condensed typefaces, but something that makes it even more interesting in this typeface and font is that it's contrasting as well. It's got the thicks and the thins. It gives it this sort of 50s vibe that you wouldn't see in a normal, just condensed typeface. Again, great to use in headlines. I do love these bold typefaces. The next font is Morguns. I'm a huge fan, as I've just said, of condensed typefaces, and this is another great one for you to use. Morguns is a bold type of font that has different characters from other bold fonts. Its weight excels in logos, posters and social media, magazine titles, clothing, large print formats, and anywhere you want to see it. With social media posts being so constricting with type, you don't really want a wide font unless it's something that it's part of the style. Condensed typefaces work really well on Instagram because you can add more information in and it doesn't look too tight to read. In fact, I use condensed typefaces all the time. And that is not the last condensed typeface I'm going to recommend to you today. We're going extreme. The next condensed typeface, and again it's free for commercial use, is Humane. The Humane typeface is dedicated to all human beings. Life is not fair to anyone and everyone is facing their situation. Still, there is love and compassion, so hang on, enjoy whatever you've got. We've seen this type designer before in a previous video where we talked about fonts. Rajput. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but you are an amazing type designer. You created meshed display and amazing fonts all the way throughout. What I love about Humane is the fact that it adds a lot of character to portrait posts online. In fact, on his Behance page, you can actually see that he's got Instagram post examples of how well it works on social media. But not only that, it works great on poster designs and also magazine front pages. There's several weights, but it's also variable as well. So that means that you can choose the weight that you want. So again, it's all linked down below, so go grab them. Now, if you're struggling to find more fonts like these, then do not worry because Envato Elements has got your back. If you don't know what I do, I'm a graphic designer. I actually own a creative agency in the north of England, and fonts can be pretty tricky to come around, especially when you want to get a nice one and it costs a lot, so you have to do some digging like I've been doing for you. However, Envato Elements is different because you pay a one-time fee every month, a subscription fee, and you get not only loads of fonts for free that you can use commercially, but you also get over 50 million other assets like mock-ups, logo animations, reveals for your logos, templates for your website, for Figma, for presentations. You get it all with your subscription. Now, if you want a free trial of Envato Elements, then click the link down below. But also, when you like the free trial and you realize Envato Elements is the boy, I personally think it is, then if you use the link down below, not only do you get 7 days free trial, but you get 50% off your annual subscription. So you do get over 50 million assets for less than $20 a month. Just think about that. That's quite insane. You'll never have to worry about finding amazing fonts for your work ever again. Thank you, Envato Elements, for sponsoring this video. The next font is Humane Sans. Humane Sans is a geometric sans serif typeface originally designed in 2016 as a house font for Continuum, a design and innovation firm based in Boston. The font family contains 7 weights from thin to black with corresponding obliques. Personally, I love to use Humane Sans for my UI designs inside of Figma, but also for branding projects. They're great for presentations, clean fonts, anytime you need to have a clean presentation for a client, just something readable but looks good without having to try too hard, you know, kind of like that Scandinavian minimalism, then this sans serif font is really good for you, not only because it just looks great on these things, but also because of the many weights that it has. So you can create a real good type system within your branding or within your UI designs. Essentially, it's great for design systems. The next font is a bit of a wild card font, but I couldn't look past it. It actually looks really good. It is Major Mono Font. Essentially, it's a geometric monospace typeface with playful alternatives. I like the description they gave. So this is a monospace geometric all uppercase sans serif typeface. It has many playful attributes within inside of it. You can see it looks great for anything poster design related to give you that cool aesthetic. Obviously graphic design is more about the functionality, but when you're trying to get the aesthetic down, this is a really easy way of doing so, getting that sort of cyber feel. So if you're looking for something a bit more playful, then Major Mono is a font for you to try. Now the last font is one of my favorites. Machérie. It's an old style antique inspired typeface. Old style fonts have a very distinct look and they're getting more and more popular nowadays because old style fonts like the ones that you see in the 50s all the way up to the 70s kind of have this lovely look to them that you can't replicate too easily in a modern sense. A lot of companies are going back to them, a lot of designers love the aesthetics of them. Personally, as a hand lettering artist, I love them. They give me a lot of inspiration and they allow me to sort of compose hand lettering in an interesting way. Well, Machérie font is great for those types of branding projects that you need a more old school font with. It depends on the company, but a lot of the time you'll find that, for instance, if you're working for a company that sells cosmetic goods, craft goods, or anything that is just sort of slightly high end, this font would work really well. It has that playful vibe, it is sturdy, and also has a hint of vintage to it as well. So guys, there you have it. Those are the fonts for you. If you did enjoy this video, then please press the like button, do the stuff that you normally do, like subscribe and comment, but also please share it with your friends. That's how we grow the channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.